What if I told you Apple has been keeping secrets, big ones, and that this October, we might finally see them revealed? We're talking not one, not two, but 8 products still on the way before the year ends. Products that could completely change how you use your iPhone, your Mac, even your living room devices. And yet, none of this is officially confirmed. These are the whispers, the leaks, the breadcrumbs that Apple didn't want you to put together. But we did. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why October could be the most surprising Apple event in years. Now, let's start with something you think you already know, the iPads. Apple skipped them earlier this year, but the leaks say they aren't gone, they're being saved. The iPad Air and iPad Mini refreshes are rumored to finally show up this fall, with design tweaks, faster chips, and maybe even a new pricing strategy. Apple wants to remind everyone that iPads are still relevant, not just oversized iPhones. But here's the hook, some reports say we might also see a sneak peek at an experimental iPad form factor. Foldable? Hybrid? No one knows for sure, but the timing makes sense. Apple loves to drop hints before big future reveals. But it doesn't stop there. The Mac lineup still has cards left to play. Think about the M4 chip, it's here in iPads, but where are the Macs? Apple knows October is perfect for Mac announcements. The MacBook Pro updates with M4 could land sooner than anyone expects, especially since Apple has been struggling to keep performance leaps exciting year after year. This time, though, the M4 promises efficiency like we've never seen. Imagine a MacBook Pro running cooler, longer, and faster than anything else out there. That's the kind of tease Apple could unleash in October. And what about the Mac Mini? It's been suspiciously quiet. We know Apple loves to slide in desktop updates without much fanfare, but this October might finally bring the M3 Pro or even M4 variants. For creators, for developers, for anyone who wants Apple Silicon power at a lower price point, this could be the moment. Imagine Apple casually dropping a "one more thing" with a redesigned Mac Mini, smaller, sleeker, more powerful. That alone would steal the show. But let's zoom out. Apple isn't just about Macs and iPads anymore. The Apple TV 4K refresh has been leaking for months. This isn't just about streaming movies, it's about the A18 chip inside, and the possibility of Apple Intelligence integration right on your big screen. Think personalized movie recommendations, smarter home controls, even casual gaming without a console. October could be the event where Apple says, "Your living room belongs to us now." And then there's the wild card, new AirPods. Apple's audio line hasn't seen a big refresh in a while, but whispers of AirPods 4 and AirPods Max 2 are getting louder. Imagine a redesign that finally solves fit and comfort, or Max headphones that finally bring USB-C and lossless audio support. Apple could slip this into the October event as a "by the way" announcement, and it would explode online. People underestimate how many millions of AirPods Apple sells. This could be one of the biggest product updates in the lineup. And finally, accessories. October events often sneak in products people don't expect: new colorways, updated keyboards, redesigned cases. But this time, the leaks say something more radical could arrive: a next-gen Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro that makes it feel even more like a laptop. Imagine Apple blurring that line even further, giving you a reason to buy into the iPad Pro ecosystem if you've been holding out. That alone could generate headlines. So here's the thing, if you're thinking October will just be a boring, catch-up event, think again. Apple has stacked the deck. They know people are watching, waiting, questioning whether Apple has lost its edge. And what better way to answer than with an avalanche of products? 8 announcements. 8 chances to win back attention. 8 moments that could make this fall unforgettable. But the real story isn't just about what's launching, it's about why Apple is doing this now. Think about it. The iPhone 16 has already taken center stage. The spotlight has shifted. But Apple doesn't like letting the narrative slip away. October events are about control, reminding people that Apple still dominates every corner of tech. And when you bundle iPads, Macs, AirPods, Apple TV, and accessories into one showcase, you create momentum that carries straight into the holiday season. Now let's go deeper. The iPad mini hasn't been refreshed in years. Fans have been begging for it. Rumors say it's finally getting a smoother display, maybe even promotion. That alone would make it feel like a tiny powerhouse. Meanwhile, the iPad Air is expected to bring parity with the Pro in some features: bigger screen, better performance, lower price. That's Apple's strategy: make the mid-range tempting enough that you question whether you really need the Pro. For the Macs, this could be the first big wave of M4 devices. Apple has been under pressure to show that Apple Silicon still has momentum. The M4 iPads gave us a taste, but the real showcase is in laptops and desktops. If October brings new MacBook Pros with M4, expect Apple to hammer home the efficiency, the AI acceleration, and the battery life. And if the Mac Mini gets the same treatment, it could quietly become one of the best deals in Apple's lineup. Now, let's circle back to AirPods. This is where curiosity spikes. AirPods 4 are rumored to bring a completely new design, shorter stems, better fit, maybe even new colors. AirPods Max 2, meanwhile, could finally fix all the complaints from version 1. USB-C, improved weight, more comfortable cushions, and of course, Apple Intelligence features for smarter audio. Imagine headphones that can detect your environment and adjust your sound profile in real time. That's the kind of surprise Apple could drop in October that gets people talking for weeks. And then there's the Apple TV. The leaks suggest an A18 chip powering this thing, with Apple Intelligence baked in. That means your living room could become the testing ground for Apple's AI strategy. Smarter recommendations, real-time summaries, deeper integration with your iPhone and iPad. Apple wants the Apple TV to be more than just a black box under your screen, it wants to be the heart of your smart home. And October might be the first glimpse at that future. Accessories might sound boring, but don't underestimate them. A new Magic Keyboard for iPad Pro could be a game-changer. Think about it, Apple has been slowly turning the iPad into a laptop alternative. A redesigned keyboard with function keys, better durability, and maybe even a larger trackpad could push more people into making the switch. Apple knows accessories lock you into the ecosystem, and October is the perfect